Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Dark Red update. I'll just show you a couple of features here. First is the light I was talking about in the end of the first part. So even when your light's all the way down, you can still kind of see objects nearby. This light we will allow the user to turn up and down as brightness, because we're finding on different screens, especially I play on an LED screen and the blacks are much blacker. Yeah, that happens. We're going to get rid of that music, definitely. So that minimum light I think will serve as a good adjuster for brightness in the game. If you go in water, you die. The reason I couldn't show you this in the game, in the build, was because it had the habit of crashing the build, and we haven't really looked into why yet. There's actually a couple of things that caused it to crash. We're not sure exactly why it is yet. The other work we've done is the nav mesh, basically, which allows the wolf and the werewolf to follow you. This is quite a bad nav mesh, I would say, but without having a actual expert person to provide a solution, this is sort of what we have for now, which works. But seeing all of this, sometimes, like the wolf before you saw, he takes a little while to figure out how he's running away sometimes, because he has to make a path through all these trees and across all these pieces and stuff. So it doesn't work out too well. Whereas I imagine what we would probably want is a nav mesh path, through here. That's nice and neat. To get across the bridge, we basically have planes that you can't see, but they draw a nav mesh on it, because the problem we're having is the nav mesh won't go across all these little planks. So by just putting a transparent plane on there, it allows the nav mesh to draw. It makes the Unity run really slow when you have it on. The first plane I made didn't work well at all. It didn't work at all. I could not figure out why. I'd had one made before that worked, but it wouldn't work with the ones Zach had put in place, even when I tried to change the settings and everything. So I'm thinking maybe it's something to do with it being in a prefab. Anyway, to fix it, I just used the plane I already had and duplicated it and placed it all in there. Okay, great. Another problem we had is we couldn't see the edge of the water very well when it's dark. So by putting this Aurora Borealis sort of effect in the sky, which is basically just a plane with the a texture I made in Photoshop on it, it makes the water, gives the water something to reflect off, so that you can more clearly see the edge. We have one other very nice feature that Zach put together and I did the script up for, which we're still getting a problem. This is one of the other things that makes it crash in the build. So we're going to have to start figuring out some of these build crashes, because they run fine in the game. So if you don't start in a safe zone, he pretty much instantly kills you. Make sure the lights are properly this time. Turn my light up all the way before I turn around. There we go. If you walk out on the ice, turn around. Oh my god, it's a beast. You can run away. It goes back in. But if you don't make it across in time, he's coming right for us. And then, bam, we're dead. In the advanced first-person controller we're using, we'll add a bit of a shake and some sound to, let the player know something's going on. And then potentially take control of the camera so the player looks at it. That's it for the updates. There's still a lot of things we have to work on, including Unity just crashed. So I think we'll wrap it up there.